This is actually my first video, so let me tell you what this space is going to be about. I'll be talking about Bitcoin, of course, but also about Pakistan's political affairs, the challenges our country faces with debt, and how I believe Bitcoin could be part of the solution. I'll share my thoughts on global events, money, politics, and the big shifts happening in our world, but I've got to start somewhere. So today, I'm starting with Bitcoin, because for me, this is where it all began. At the beginning of this year, I took a hard look at the world. Pounds, dollars, euros, all these fiat currencies losing value, prices going up, savings shrinking, wages not keeping up. It felt like the system was rigged against ordinary people. That's when I started digging deeper. I picked up books, listened to podcasts, read articles. Two books really changed how I saw things. Broken Money by Lynn Alden, which explains how our financial system evolved and why it's failing us now. The Big Print by Lawrence Lepard, which dives into money printing, inflation, and why sound money like Bitcoin could be the answer. And when I look back at what happened after COVID in 2020, governments printing trillions, markets wobbling, inflation spiking, it became clear our money is broken. So I asked myself, what's the alternative? Is there a way to step outside of this endless cycle of debt and devaluation? And that's where Bitcoin kept showing up. At first, I thought it was too complicated, maybe even risky. But the more I learned, the more it made sense. Bitcoin is simple at its core. It's money you truly own. No central bank can print more of it. No politician can dilute it. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins. So I started small. I began stacking sats, buying little pieces of Bitcoin. Not a whole coin at once, just bit by bit, week after week, month after month, whatever I could afford. And eventually, I reached a milestone I'm really proud of. I now hold one full Bitcoin. But here's the thing. For me, Bitcoin isn't about getting rich quick. It's about saving in something real, outside the broken system. It's about taking back control. It's about thinking long term, not just the next election cycle or the next bailout. That's why I now call myself a Bitcoiner. It's not just an investment, it's a mindset. It's about building a future where value isn't stolen by inflation. And this journey doesn't stop here. I'm still stacking, slowly, because one Bitcoin is just the beginning. So if you're watching this and you're curious, my advice is start small, learn, ask questions, maybe buy your first sats. Because once you see why Bitcoin exists, you'll never look at money the same way again. This is just the start of the conversation. In future videos, I'll talk about how countries like Pakistan, drowning in loans, might find hope in Bitcoin. I'll dive into what's happening in the UK, Europe, and the wider world, and how all of it ties back to money. But for today, this is my story of becoming a Bitcoiner. Thanks for being here on my very first video. If you're on the same journey, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your story too.